What is going on? It is me, Joe Shmoe, and unfortunately, I have chosen to talk about Logan Paul today. Now, before I even get into this, I just want to say that the only victim in this, in my opinion, is Logan wife's fiance, Nina. I don't think either of the other guys we're going to talk about are any good. Okay, they're all pieces of shit. I'll go over why Logan Paul and Dillon Danis are pieces of shit briefly. Honestly, Logan Paul's rap sheet at this point is like way too long to even properly go over. Dillon Danis's is a little bit easier, but Coffeezilla, a popular YouTuber, the internet detective, he's got great videos of both of these guys catching them being absolute pieces of human garbage. So I'll leave links to those videos in the description and you should really check them out. But let's get into the new stuff. Let's get into why I'm making another video on Logan Paul. What's going on today? Well, if you don't already know, which I'm sure a lot of you guys do because I'm a little late to this party, I wasn't even really going to talk about it. Logan Paul is getting bullied online. He's getting cyber bullied a little bit by Dillon Danis on Twitter. Now, these guys are supposed to fight like professionally, like a boxing match, I'm pretty sure. I don't really follow Logan Paul. I don't know why anyone does follow Logan Paul, and I've only really been able to learn about the situation from other people talking about it. But yeah, they're supposed to fight, and Dillon Danis has taken to the tactic here of, to get to Logan Paul, harassing his fiance Nina. Now, even though that is like a huge part of this story, is Logan Paul's fiance Nina, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't understand why Logan Paul's fiance's got to be catching strays. But to be brief and, you know, without adding anything that's like gonna like be putting her down in any way, Nina has had some fun. Logan Paul's fiance has had some fun. There are lots of pictures readily available online of her hanging out with many celebrities. You know, she's going on 30 now. She's like 30 something, I think. So, you know, she's better 20s, having some fun. There's even a picture that I'm not sure if it's photoshopped or not, but it's literally her with no shirt on and just some, you know, panties with party cups over, you know, over this area. And she's holding a balloon that's like happy 30 Dillon, which I assumed that to be for Dillon Danis's birthday, which, you know, that picture alone would be a lot in itself. But she's gotten around. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but she's definitely been caught hanging out with lots and lots of mostly celebrities. Like it's like to the point where you can't not bring it up. I mean, you go get them, girl. You know, girl power. Like good for you. But it's almost like her dating celebrities is like become her like career. It's like her full-time job. I don't even understand how you could date so many dudes that are all that high profile, you know, without like making an active attempt to just do that all day. Like I don't. It is crazy, but hey, I don't want to drag her. I want to talk about Logan Paul and Dillon Danis because these guys are both horrible people. You know, it's really very fortunate for Dillon Danis that he has this easy W on Logan Paul with his wife, his fiance, because calling somebody's wife a hoe is just an easy dub you can get on the internet. We see this with iDubbbz, you know, we see this with a lot of people, you know, the whole simp thing. There's like that meta where like we like to pick on guys for being simps, mostly the red pill incel community, the Andrew Tater Tots, you know, those guys, it's an easy dub for them. So you immediately, when you're making a criticism like this against Logan Paul, it's not rocket science. It's an easy blow, it's a low blow. But luckily it works for Dillon because Dillon Danis is also a fucking idiot. And Logan Paul's a fucking idiot as well. But yeah, it's an easy dub. It's an easy dub to take. I'm sure Logan Paul and his wife, you know, they've talked about this. Logan Paul is aware of his wife's, you know, exploits. You know, it's not an issue for them. So, you know, it's to me, it should just end at the, you know, it's kind of a funny thing to point out. It shouldn't be this giant controversy it's become. So the first time that I heard about Dillon Danis, ironically, was for calling Logan Paul out on Twitter. But not for Logan Paul being a bad boxer, not for Logan Paul's wife, but he was calling Logan Paul out for being a serial scam artist. If you guys don't know, Logan Paul has a history now of scamming his fans with Dink Doink, cryptozoo. Cryptozoo was so bad that he actually had to publicly apologize, saying he was going to give people money back. You know, he's going to try to help these people, to which lives he had destroyed, his fans, if that makes it any worse, because who else is going to give their money to Logan Paul for a project? But then he never did. He just took the credit for it. And then he went out and told all of his fans at public meetups to pretend to hate him, and that he gave them things to throw at him.
Throw your empty bottle at us.
Not yet. We need to make it look like you guys hate us, all right?
Because, you know, then that way you know, to the people that, you know, sponsor Logan and deal with Logan publicly, when they saw people throwing shit at him, screaming at him, bloody murder for like ruining their lives, he was able to twist it and just kind of be like, I told them to do that. It was a 4,000 IQ play, which it was a 4,000 IQ play, but not for the reason that he would want people to know. Now, ironically, double ironically for this video, the reason I know about that story with Dillon Danis calling Logan Paul out for being a serial scam artist was because the same YouTuber, Coffeezilla, who exposed Logan Paul, also exposed Dillon Danis for shilling bullshit crypto projects on Twitter. And I'll leave the links to both of these in the description. So that's the part of the story that I love. It's two pieces of shit that take advantage of their fans for profit and money, fighting each other, and then like one's the bully and one's the victim. No, they're both pieces of shit. I'm so sorry that Logan Paul's fiance had to catch strays out of this. They're both garbage fucking human beings. You guys gotta check out these videos from Coffeezilla. They're in the description. And other than that, what is there even left to talk about? I understand that these big corporations may not know any better. You know, they're more of like a normie casual viewer, and the same thing would go for like the more normie casual viewers, that they're not as caught up on Logan Paul and how much of a piece of shit he is. But you would think that people like MrBeast would know better. You know, you'd think MrBeast would be a little bit more in touch with the community, but I guess he's not, or even worse, he is, because there he is, you know, posting himself with a serial scam artist on Twitter at a gym, you know, giving Logan Paul an even greater, larger platform to exploit people with. And the same goes with Dillon Danis. You know, neither of these people should have this big of a platform anymore. Why would any company want to be associated with people that have now been publicly exposed in rigorous detail for scamming their audience, for taking advantage of their platform, putting their name behind projects that only resulted in, you know, the loss of money for their fans? I guess not enough people know, or not enough people care. But yeah, I mean, why would anybody want their brand to be associated with somebody like Logan Paul or Dillon Danis? At this point, people should know better. The number one thing that should tell you whether something's a scam or if you shouldn't associate with it is whether or not Logan Paul or Dillon Danis' name is on it, all right? It's just so frustrating to see people this just evil continue to succeed in life. I mean, oh man, it really pisses me off. I didn't even want to talk about this. Although I guess it is kind of understandable. Your more casual and wider audience is not going to be aware of the degree of how bad Logan Paul is fucked up. You know, same thing with Dillon Danis. So, you know, they're still going to buy things that he's associated with. They're still going to spend money to see him. And, you know, these companies, they don't give a shit. They just want to make money. So they're more than willing to provide them the platform to continue to exploit people with. But you would think that people like MrBeast would know better. And, you know, today you have the picture of MrBeast and Logan Paul hanging out together at the gym. And that's just really sad no matter how it happened, because you either have the situation where MrBeast is so now detached from the community that he's not aware of the absolute monster he's standing next to in that gym, that he's actually willing to post a picture of him associating with that freak in public. Or you have the situation where he is aware of these things. He's aware of what, you know, Coffeezilla's videos on Logan Paul, and he's chosen to associate with Logan Paul anyway, which either of these things are just really, really, really fucking sad. And they should be considered a big fat L for MrBeast. For all the things MrBeast has been quote unquote canceled for on Twitter, this should be like the number one thing everyone is posting about, that MrBeast is happy with a smile on his face associating with an absolute monster. All right, that should be it right there. That should be cancelable material right there. But hey, what the fuck do I know? Clearly I'm doing something wrong, right? I don't have as large of a fan base as any of these people. I don't have nearly as much money as any of these people, and I'm not given half the opportunity, even a quarter, a minuscule amount of the opportunity these guys are awarded on a regular basis for being absolute fucking monsters. So hey guys, I'm not really sure what you're supposed to take out of this, but it's been me, Joe Shmoe. Thank you so much for watching the video and hearing me ramble about these assholes. Unfortunately, I think MrBeast caught a bit of a stray here, but not really. He put himself in the line of fire when he posted that picture with him and Logan Paul, which is a big fat fucking L. But hey, thanks for watching the video. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, leave a comment. And if you really, really want to check out more of my videos, subscribe. But do not forget to check the description for the Coffeezilla videos on Logan Paul and Dillon Danis. They're really, really, really good. And it'll get your blood boiling that these guys are still around and making millions of dollars. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.